Okay, folks, so God, I just realized how loud 5 engines are. Um, Update, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Back to running trains, finally. So, update, I guess you could say, I've been doing some research on these locomotives from Atherin. The first two, which are the original Tsunamis, they will be getting weathered up eventually. Pretty pretty heavily, not too heavily, about what these ones would look like, but the three in the back, the Tsunami 2s, I'm going to basically clean them up, make them look like they're shiny new, because these are represented in the 1977, I think it was, or 78. So those three are going to be virtually brand spanking new looking, almost like this fella over here, which I will get to here in a second. So there's that. Eventually, the first two units, and I know I'm moving around a lot. As I said, those are Tsunami 1s. Those two will be upgraded to Tsunami 2 eventually, just as the other three. But for the time being, they are running, as you can see, perfectly in harmony with each other, which is perfectly fine with me. I'm happy. And you're probably wondering, well, okay, what's going on with the GP30s from Scale Trains? So I haven't tested them out yet. What I plan to do is send one of them back to Scale Trains and see what is going on. Eventually, I'm waiting until after the holidays so that way it doesn't get lost in the mail and all that. Plus, I need to save up some money. As far as these two, as I said, they're going to get upgraded to Tsunami 2, and I've already picked out a decoder for them. So there's that. And one of my cars just derailed for some odd reason. There we go. So there's that. Eventually, as I've said, I'm still going to get these two sections over here. Yes, there are two sections. There's one, there's two. I'm going to put them about right here. Move the section that's in the middle with them, so that way it comes out to here, and see what I can get as far as running and things like that. And there's that. Next thing, I'm going to make it my personal project, I guess as you can say. And as you remember, this was my very first chassis system locomotive. It is a Western Maryland GP40-2. It is numbered for 4356. So, and the cab number I need to get some decals for. But I'm going to upgrade this to Tsunami 2 as well. And I need to find a way to get some LEDs. And that goes double for the first two that are running. They need some LEDs. Unless, I don't know, I'll have to ask Jason about this. Those are, as you can see, they're old incandescents. I guess that's what you call them. Do I need a resistor if I just get Tsunami 2 decoders? And can I leave them lights in there? And if so, what resistor size would I possibly need? So if not, that's fine. I'll have to figure out a way to get some LEDs and figure all that out. That's in due time again, as I've said. I'm going to make another video after this one uploads, and there's another project that I will be talking about, but I will explain it here. As you know, I have two of the brass models of number 614 with Chesapeake in Ohio. What I intend to do with one of them is send it to a fella, and his YouTube channel's name is, or his company's name is All Brass Back Shop, and get it a little bit repaired, get some LEDs in there, and some sound, of course. There's that. Next thing, there's a couple passenger cars. I got a good amount of them in here I'm pretty happy with, but I will start working on getting the rest of them, like the Observation, the water tender car, and eventually I'm going to try to find a Milwaukee Dome Superliner, or the Super Dome, and repaint it into the chassis system paint, maybe. Eventually work on my own water tender for it as well, and there we go. That train will be basically pretty much complete. Next thing, the actual layout itself. I'm going to eventually go and get some, I know I've seen it and some people say it's garbage, it's not really the greatest, but you know what, it's better than nothing. It's basically a rug-like surface thing, not really rug-like, but you just roll it out from Woodland Cements. It looks like grass, and I'm just going to eventually just lay it over top of the baseboard, and that'll at least give me some color on here instead of this wood brown everywhere, and it'll cover up some of these big holes like this. So that'll help with that. Next thing, I'm going to start, as I'm getting these two upgraded as well as the steam engine upgraded. I think that'll do for a good long while. Like I said, as I get these other two sections up and looked at. But overall, what just happened? Oh, this darn flat car. Okay. I guess I should have moved that to the back more. Other than that, not too much is going on. As I said, I had to take a break. The thing with the scale trains engines kind of took me over the wall and did a lot of things. And it kind of really upset at me that for some reason two brand new locomotives just stopped working. And I've noticed a lot of people, or maybe it's just me, but I noticed a lot of people are kind of upset with their scale trains models here as of late. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but a lot of their models haven't really been as good as it seems here as of late. So I don't know what to exactly do about all them. If I can, I want to send it back anyway and see what's going on, if it's still giving me problems. Other than that, that's been about it around here. Not too much has been going on. Work has been driving me nuts. I need a vacation, but I don't think I'm ever going to get one. My job doesn't offer them, but it is what it is. So that's been about it. As you can see, these two guys here, they're running perfectly fine, and it looks really awesome. I gotta admit, you could not tell me that seeing this right here looks awesome. So, other than that, and again, it did it again. Okay. Let's take you off. I gotta figure out a way to get these flatbeds a little bit heavier. And I know just to get some metal like tractors and things like that, and that's probably what I'll eventually get for them in due time. I gotta find some mid 70s, early 80ish, maybe like a 1979, 1980ish style of tractors, and put 2 or 3 of them on there, depending on the size of them, and that should weigh it down. So, layout itself. Like I said, once I get these 2 up, I'll eventually figure out where I'm at with size-wise and go from there. I don't think what I've been wanting to do is going to be able to happen, but that is life, and sometimes things happen. So, what was I going to say? Old age. It's catching up quickly, I guess. Other than that, that's been about it, I guess. So, I thank you all for watching, the continued support. Steven, the plumber, I've been meaning to get in touch with you, man. I'm sorry, I've just been so busy with work and life, and just been physically and mentally, mostly mentally exhausted, and just dealing with some stuff. So other than that, I think with these running now, it'll help me get back to semblance of happiness, especially now that I'm done with the record collection. So other than that, folks, I hope you enjoyed. Any questions or concerns or opinions, drop them in the comments. I do appreciate them. I try to read them as best as I can and try to understand them to the best of my ability as I can. So I hope you enjoyed. Oh look, bay window, wagon top. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, as our buddy Trackside Mike would say, keep it on the tracks.